Hello. Welcome to this dynamic yin class. In this class, we're going to do some movement in different poses, and then we're going to find stillness in poses, and then we'll find movement in a different pose, and then we'll find stillness. Throughout all this, I'll ask you to disregard my friendly shadow over here. I'm still figuring out the filming, and unfortunately there's a mirror over here that reflects the light straight onto the wall. So we're making do with that for today. All right, let's get started. To begin, we're going to do a down dog moving into a cobra. So being nice and gentle with our bodies if this is the first movement of the day. So starting in your tabletop position, toes tucked, being gentle with your body. If you haven't done much movement yet today, we'll press up into our first down dog. So raise that seat up to the ceiling. Bend the knees as much as you need. Maybe walk the heels out a little bit. Walk them back and forth. You can also walk them away from you. Don't worry too much about pressing that chest toward the knees right now. Those shoulders might still be a little bit cool. Just hanging out here for a moment more. And then let's work our way into our first cobra. So we're going to ripple the spine forward. Find our plank, then lower the knees, lower the hips. Doesn't have to be very deep yet. And then we'll round it back. Find tabletop, push through to our down dog. Of course, you're more than welcome to come into an upward facing dog here if you prefer. Your other option, I'll show you as we ripple forward again. Lower the knees. Walk the hands down to the forearms, drop the belly. Come down, replace the hands, round up, downward dog. We're gonna do 3 more, whatever variation works for you. So we're rounding forward, we're dropping the knees, and then finding your variation. Raising the seat back, and up. Rounding forward, dropping the knees. Keeping the shoulders out of the ears. Seat comes back. Press up. 1 more time. Rounding forward, dropping the knees. Hips come forward. And bring it back to your all fours position. We're going to set up for a puppy pose, or if you prefer, your child's pose is a great option here. So if you're opting for your child's pose, you might take those knees wide. You can keep them together. You're going to sit those hips back, stretch the arms out, find your child's pose, relax here. If you would prefer to try your puppy pose, you're going to find your tabletop position, and then just setting my watch for our 1 minute. We're going to walk just the hands out so the bottom stays up. So we're about 90 degrees in the knees, and our chest comes down to the mat. Hanging out here, relaxing those arms. If it's within your practice, you can shift from the forehead down to the chin down, but both are just fine. Just finding this nice back bend here, or a nice rounding, relaxing pose in your child's pose. And breathe here. Pressing through those hands, maybe walk your chest back towards your knees, round everything up, back to your tabletop position. And we're gonna hang out here for our next pose. We're going to thread the needle. We're going to inhale, take the arm up, and exhale, thread it through. Tap the shoulder down if you have that depth in your practice. And inhale, come right back up. We're gonna do 4 more on this side before we stay. Exhale through. Inhale up. Exhale through. Your head does not need to follow the line of your arm. You can keep it looking straight ahead if that feels better. That's 3. One more, we're gonna inhale, open, and when we set it down through our arm, this time we're going to stay. So we're going to exhale, thread it through, and then find that static, thread the needle. Neck is nice and long. Hand can be continuing to support and take some weight off, or if you like, you can stretch it out long, have it soft. Another option is to take that left arm up overhead, rotate and find a bind, but if that's not familiar to you, don't worry about that today. Just find a comfortable spot for that arm. Breathing here. Bringing that left hand back near the head if you've moved it, pressing up gently and releasing, finding that all fours position again. And we'll take it to the other side. We're going to do 5 in movement and then 1 to stay. So we inhale and open. Exhale, thread it through, tap it down. Inhale to open. Exhale, thread it through. 3 more. Inhale to open. Exhale to thread. 1 more time. This time we're going to stay down. Inhale, open. Exhale. Thread it through. Find that long neck. Find that shoulder down on the ground or the block or the pillow. Then bring that other arm out wherever you want it. Breathing here. If you'd like to use your right hand to push your right shoulder back a little, that can intensify the rotation. You can also just find a restful pose here. And press into that right hand. Bring yourself back to your tabletop. All right, from here, let's take our left foot up. Find ourselves a lunge. We are going to lift that back knee, but you do have the option, if you'd prefer, to just leave that back knee down, but try to build a little bit of heat here. We're going to lift the back knee, make sure we're on train tracks, not a tightrope, so feet aren't one in front of the other. And then when you're ready, inhale, raise up, find your lunge. We're going to inhale here, and on an exhale, we're going to drop the left arm back, bring the right arm forward into a twist. Exhale. Inhale, rotate back to the front, bring the arms up again. And rotate again. Inhale to center. Inhale to center. 2 more. Exhale to twist. And exhale to twist. Inhale to raise. And then bring both those hands down with control to the inside of your left leg. And we're gonna find our lizard pose. Let's take that back knee down, just so our lizard is a little bit more restful. You can untuck that back toe if you want. And we're gonna hang out here. You can let that front toe point to the side a little if you want. Let the knee fall out a little if that feels good and gives you a bit more space through that hip. You can also, of course, come down to your forearms or grab some blocks. Rest your forearms on them. I did forget to grab blocks, so I'm just going to stay up on my hands. And let's do our minute here. Really trying to relax through that front hip, that front thigh. Letting that neck hang without letting those shoulders round. Try to think about a proud chest even as you relax. And bring that head back up. Turn those toes back to the front of the mat if you've moved them. Let's press back toward our back knee. Bring our front knee back. And just switch sides. Bringing that right foot forward. Tucking those back toes, finding our lunge. Getting ourselves set up before we lift the hands. And when we're ready, inhale, raise the arms. So let's inhale here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale back up. Then bring those hands down inside your right leg. Walk that right foot out a little bit. Lower that left knee. Untuck those back toes if you want. If you'd like to turn the right toes out, you can. You can let that hip fall out a little bit if you'd like. Ooh, something just shifted in me. And then let's find our lizard on this side. Try not to round through those shoulders, but you can let that head relax. And breathe. And shifting a little bit of the weight back onto your back leg. Rotate that front foot forward and bring it back to your tabletop. We're going to return to a low lunge on the left side. So bringing it up, bringing that left foot forward. Finding something like where you were in your lizard pose, back toe tucked or not tucked. Our dynamic movement this time is going to be a low lunge, bringing it forward, dropping that hip down, feeling that stretch through the hip flexor, and then shifting back, finding our half split, and walking it forward. For me, it's easier to have both hands inside the left leg. All depends what feels better for you. You can also have your hands on blocks and just kind of walk them along with you. Shifting forward, shifting back. Got two more like this. Shifting forward, shifting back, shifting forward, shifting back. And then from back here in your little seat, I want you to just take both hands around to the right side, shift your back foot over, and just sit it down on your hip, or any other way you want to get onto your butt. We're going to find our figure four, our forward fold. Right foot to the inside of the left thigh, sitting up tall over our left leg. Point those toes up to the ceiling so we're really feeling that stretch through the back of the leg. Let your right leg relax. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, bring it forward. Now you can round your spine here if you like, or you can keep your back nice and straight, but do one or the other with purpose. Don't just flop forward. Once you're here, deepen your breath. With each exhale, think about relaxing the top of your thigh. I know I like to tense up in there. Each inhale lengthens. Each exhale relaxes. On your next inhale, raise your upper body back up. We're just going to come onto the other side. So shifting onto your right hip, bend your left knee around. Find your tabletop again. And then walk your right foot forward. Find your low lunge, tucked toe or not. And we're going to inhale, drop the hips forward. Exhale, sit the seat back. Inhale, walk it forward. Exhale, sit it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Two more. Last one, bring it forward. And walk it back. Stay back like this. Bring your hands over to the left so you can shift your left foot. And sit it back. Right leg comes long, left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale up tall over that extended leg, toes point to the ceiling. And our exhale folds us forward with purpose. With your exhale, relax the top of your leg. With your inhale, think about moving your rib cage away from your pelvis. Next inhale brings you back up. Find your way into a comfortable seated position. Give those shoulders a little roll. And then on our inhale, we're going to sweep our hands back, open the chest, raise the chin. Exhale, round everything forward, chin to chest, spine as far from your fingertips as it can get. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, rotate forward. Round forward, sorry. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, round forward. Next, inhale brings you back to neutral. Take your right fingertips, set them outside your right hip. Inhale your left arm up overhead. Exhale, fold gently to the right. Thinking about sending that left shoulder behind you so the chest stays open. Doesn't have to be a crazy deep side bend. Then inhale here, set the left hand down, take the right arm up and over. Think of driving the right hip down into the mat as you reach the fingertips away. Inhale up, exhale, fold the other side. Inhale up, exhale, fold. One more time each way, inhale up and over to the right. And inhale up, exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Take your left fingertips, set them outside your right knee. Take your right fingertips, set them just behind your right hip. Before you twist, inhale to get tall. Then exhale to twist. You can use that left hand to give you a little bit of leverage, but don't use it to torque your spine around. Let your core bring yourself around. Back hand is to keep you tall. With every inhale, you're going to get taller. With every exhale, you're going to relax into your twist. Next inhale gets you tall and back to center. Take your right fingertips to your left knee, left fingertips behind. Inhale before you twist to get tall. Exhale to twist. Inhale in your twist to get tall. Exhale to relax. Next inhale brings you tall and back to center. And we're going to shift our feet out from under us. Bring it down onto the right side. From here, you can rest your head on your upper arm if you'd like, or you can prop it. Resting is kind of nice, gets the neck out of it. You're going to take the left top fingertips, grab the top of the left foot, and send that knee down toward the mat. Press the hips forward, finding that nice quad stretch. Everything else is relaxed. Carefully release that foot. Bring yourself onto your back. Same foot that you were just holding on to, you're going to cross the ankle over the right knee. Send that left knee toward your right toes, so away from you to the end of the mat. If this is enough of a hip stretch for you, you can stay here. You should be feeling it along the outer thigh, along the glute. If you need more, lift up that right foot. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Make sure your shoulders stay relaxed, down on the ground. Give the chin a slight tuck so the neck stays long. And hang out here. Bring that right foot back down to the mat, but don't unhook the left foot. We're going to find a supine twist in this position. If you hate this, you can just do a normal supine twist. But the first thing we're going to do is lift our hips up just a little, scooch them over to the left, just an inch or so. And then you're going to set that left sole of the foot down on the mat. So you're going to tip your left hip up toward the ceiling and find a twist. Like I said, if you really don't like this, that's fine. You can unhook the legs and just do a normal supine twist. But either way, what you're looking for here is for your left shoulder to stay down on the ground. So if your right knee doesn't quite get down to the ground, or your left foot can prop either up on a block, just to tip yourself back so your shoulder is on the ground. So it's more about keeping that shoulder down than it is about getting those knees to the ground. And once you're set up, you can take some deep breaths here. Arms can come out in T or goalpost arms if you'd like. You can look over to the left if you'd like. Or you can rest the hands on the belly. Keep the head pointing up. One more deep breath here. And then take that right hand under that right thigh. Just help shift yourself back up. Unhook that left knee, and you're going to roll over onto your left side. I'm just going to flip around. So again, we're pillowing the head on the left or upper arm, taking the right foot in the right hand for that quad stretch, pointing the knee toward the bottom of the mat, pressing the hips forward. Gently letting that foot go, rolling over onto your back. The foot you were just holding is going to cross over your left knee. Slight chin tuck so your neck is long. And again, when you send that right knee toward the back of your mat, if that feels like enough of a stretch, that's great. Otherwise, feel free to pick up that left foot. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. And breathe. Good. And let that foot come down to the mat before you unhook the right ankle. Unless you're doing the other kind of supine twist, pick the hips up, shift them just a smidge to the right. And let that right foot come down to the left. Alternatively, before you tip, unhook and just rotate with knees together, whichever feels better for you. Once you're there, with your right shoulder still down on the mat, find that comfortable spot for your arms and breathe. One more deep breath here. Then take those left fingertips under your left knee. Just help your legs back up to center. Unhook your right foot, and from here, we're going to find our Shavasana. I will time it for you. Don't worry, we're going to hang out here for 3 minutes. I highly recommend if you can fit it in. I will not just let the video end, I will tell you when 3 minutes is up. Make sure you're actually on your mat. Bring your legs long. Bring them out to about the edges of your mat. Let your feet flop out. Slightly tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Let your arms fall out to the sides. Take up as much space as you want, palms to the ceiling. Slight tuck to the chin so the neck is long. And find stillness. If this really bothers your back, you can always bend the knees, keep the feet mat width, let the knees fall in. That'll take some of the strain off the low back. Whatever version you choose. Find stillness and breathe here. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Really filling up the chest. Maybe sighing it out. Start to bring some movement back into your body. And rotate those ankles in circles. Maybe rotate those wrists. You can sweep the arms up overhead. Take a nice big stretch. Pointing your toes, full body stretch. And when you're ready, you can roll it over onto your side, tuck your knees in, rest your head on your arm for a second. Then use your top arm to gently press yourself up into a seated position. And we'll take 3 deep breaths together to close out this practice. So placing a hand on your belly, a hand on your chest. You're going to inhale through your nose, fill up your abdomen, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Then sigh it out through your mouth. Let it all go. And again, through the nose, fill the abdomen, the belly, the chest. Sigh it out through the mouth. One more time, inhale. And sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for that one. I hope you feel a little more limber, a little more relaxed. It's kind of a fun combination to end up with. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.